Today I'm going to be unboxing and setting up a 32-inch TCL brand 720p television that I purchased at Walmart. The reason I bought it, I ended up getting it, is because it has the built-in Roku. It doesn't require a separate Roku box. And of course it comes with the Roku remote control. And so I bought this so I can set it up in front of my treadmill, so I can watch TV while I'm on the treadmill. So inside the box we have the television itself, along with this bag that contains the remote control, the power cord, some instructions, and the feet that install on the bottom of the television. So the next step will be to remove all of the plastic and install the feet. Okay, so we'll shine the light on there. Those are where the feet go, and this is one of the feet. And so it came with 4 Phillips head screws. So you need a Phillips head screwdriver to attach the feet. There are 2 of them. One there, and then one over here. Okay, now that the feet are attached, they attach at an angle like that, I guess to give the television a little bit of improved stability. Now that they're attached, the next step is to fire it up and put in my Roku credentials along with some of the services that I'm subscribed to. But before we do that, let's take a look at the inputs and outputs. It has 3 HDMI inputs, which that's pretty good for an inexpensive set. I paid, I think it was $148 is how they had it priced. And there's a USB input, and then you have the antenna input, and even an optical audio out, which is kind of surprising. And then you have the regular composite inputs if you have an older device that you want to hook to it. Okay, I've plugged it in and it automatically came on to that screen right there. I may have to go in the other room and turn out a couple of the other lights so we can get rid of the reflections. Let's see here. So we want English, and it's making the regular Roku sounds, the United States. Set up for home use. It's looking for networks, which I think we want the regular. That one's got better penetration because it's the same network. One of them's 5 gigahertz. The regular one works well enough typically, and it gives better penetration for the walls. Okay, so I need to enter my password. Whoops. Okay, then we go down to connect. Okay, connected. Okay, now it's going to do an update. So we'll come back after the update. Okay, it's a few minutes later. The update is done. And you can see it says go to a computer, mobile device, enter the URL roku.com/link, enter the code MC22. So let's do that. Okay, so here we are at the 27-inch HP Pavilion all-in-one, and let's go to Roku, roku.com/link. See if that will load. There it goes. We're waiting. My internet isn't the fastest in the world. Okay, here we go. Okay, link code. So we go right here and we type in MC22. Submit. Okay, do you have a Roku account? Yes. Okay, I have to sign into my Roku account, so let me do that. Okay, so I've logged into my Roku account. It's asking me to name the device, and so there's a drop down right here. And so the closest thing I could pick was laundry room, because that's actually where my treadmill is located. So you have to put the check mark in the box. You read and agreed to the end user license agreement. So we click on continue, and hopefully it will import the channels that I already have. I don't know, probably will go with the defaults, and I'm assuming that it's going to work like a regular Roku and just add the TVs or the channels that I already have. I think that's probably what it's doing, because I do not recognize any of these channels that they're trying to get me to add. So, at this point I don't have any interest in adding any of those channels. So we'll just go ahead and click on continue. Okay, log in below to link any existing streaming accounts to your new Roku device, or easily sign up for new services. So I already have Amazon. This is a sales thing, I think, and I already have Hulu. So I don't really need to do either one. And I have looked at Vudu a couple of times. I've actually gotten movies off of there before. And the Sling I really don't care about. So we'll continue once again. And let's see, and then it's selling again. It says check out free movie, TV, music offers from Roku channel partners. So I'll maybe play with that later. So now let's go back to the TV. Okay, so it's we're back at the television, and you can see that it's adding the channels that I already have set up on my Roku, the existing Roku boxes that I have. And it says 4 of 120, and then they're making a little joke there. It says aligning solar panels. So we'll come back after the channels have all been added. This is likely to take a little while. Okay, the updates are complete. Now it says let's connect your devices. So see what happens. Okay, I'm not plugging anything else in because the Roku's built in. That would be the only thing that I would hook up to it. So we'll just say everything is plugged in and turned on. Okay, what's connected? Nothing. Okay, so that's all looking good. Okay, select a name. Nothing. 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 All done. Okay, there we go. So it's retrieving an intro video.
Get to know your new TV in about a minute. Press the home button anytime from anywhere to go here. The back button takes you to the previous screen. And the star button reveals more selections depending on where you are. For example, highlight a tile to see more options. Or if you're watching a video, press star to reveal audio-video settings. Within Home, you'll find your personal selection of entertainment sources, which makes it easier than ever to switch between items like cable TV, antenna, and streaming channels. That's it. Now off you go. Enjoy the entertainment.
All right, so the next step is to see if I can log into the services that I subscribe to, and then get those working. And then the final step will be to move it into the other room where it's going to reside in front of the treadmill. Okay, so here it is logged into Netflix. And so I'm just hitting a little down arrow, and then you can see it's making suggestions or whatever. So the next step will be to log into some of my other services. So now I have logged into Amazon, and so this is the interface that I'm assuming Amazon has set up for this. So just kind of scrolling around on there. As I said before, my internet is not necessarily the fastest. There we go. So still have a couple other services at least to log in. And I get about 3 more services to log into. Okay, I logged into Hulu, and this time instead of, Hulu gives you 2 options. You've got you can put in your email address and your password for Hulu, if you should have that. Or you can opt to activate the device, and it gives you an activation code. Well, so I did that. I went for the activation code, where I went to hulu.com/activate. Then I typed in the number that appeared on the screen, and then I came back in here and looked, and there was another number. And so, it was actually a series of letters, another activation code. And so I typed that in, went in the other room, typed that into the computer, came back, and there was another one. There was yet another one. I did that about 3 times. And then I just pressed the home button, and then went back into Hulu. And it's there. So they've apparently got some sort of a circular bug in their activation process. So when you're activating one of these TVs on Hulu, you're better off just going for your username and password, which is your email address and your Hulu password. So here I've logged into a service that I pay for called Curiosity Stream. A lot of people don't seem to be aware of this, but it is all documentaries. And so they've got longer documentaries, shorter ones, documentaries from places like probably some of them from PBS and Discovery Channel or Discovery Networks. And they've also got documentaries from like the ABC in Australia Broadcasting. There's some European documentaries. So they give you a nice variety of documentaries. So it can be a very interesting channel to watch, and they give you a good variety. And finally, I've also logged into YouTube Red. I'm a subscriber to YouTube Red, which also gives me access to Google Music from the Google Play Store. But YouTube Red gives me ad-free videos. All of the videos on YouTube are ad-free with YouTube Red. Okay, so here we are with the television in place. Sorry about all of the noise in here, because this is a utility room, and you can see the furnace is right there. There's the laundry, and there is the treadmill. You can see right there, and the television. So when I step up on the treadmill and walk up, I have a nice clear screen to watch whatever I want.